Hey everybody, Dean Clark again, Dean Clark Group Podcast. This is a very interesting time. There's a lot more properties coming to market that I've been seeing. If you look at Hoboken, Jersey City, mainly downtown, Heights, and Journal Square, the number of new listings has been exponentially growing in the last few weeks. But going forward, look, there's a lot more activity now. I think it's pretty safe to say that we're in a new normal with actually really good activity levels. Interest rates have been pushing up this market quite a bit and getting people to, basically not hold on to any cash and frankly use it to their advantage. Real estate has been, one of the safest investments that people have made over the course of many years. And just looking at what the flow of the behavior that I've been seeing across all of our listings and sales that we recently have done is that, a couple things I want to shift gears about the way I see the process going, right? Because I think everyone's seeing all the numbers that we're putting out there, the facts and figures of new listings, contracts, and sold. That's good to see, and obviously that's, pretty informative, right, to get some data points. But one thing that I really am seeing a change in is how, you are getting through your inspection and appraisals today. Because a lot of appraisers are doing drive-by appraisals, and what that's doing is if there's any issue whatsoever, we had a deal like this in Hoboken as an example, where there's a problem with it, with let's say square footage, or there's a problem with the value. They're going to then go back in and actually do the actual real appraisal like they used to do, and obviously this is happening because of COVID. And what that's doing is it can really make or break your deal. So if you're in contract with something, that's one thing that I just want to throw out there that to me is a really big thing. Make sure the agents, are doing what they have to do to provide value to the appraiser, provide comps, contract, the management company info, anything that they need to facilitate the deal properly. Second is the inspections. And this is where the 50% of the deals work or they don't. And even with condos today, it's the same deal. You think that even in Jersey City, Hoboken, these areas, when inspections, that was nothing. Weehawken, it didn't even matter. That an inspection happened. Okay, what are the requests? Oh, GFCI outlet, something small, nothing, no big deal. But inspections is really where it is where the rubber meets the road for most buyers. Buyers are still a little bit scared. They want these places to make sure that everything's in working order and not have an issue. So a couple of things that I would recommend doing right there is, number one is maybe before, it depends on if you can and if you have time to do this, set up a time with an inspector to come by and give you an overview of what looks to be, what needs to happen. So even pay for them to come by, do a pre-inspection, send that report to a buyer. It could go a long way. Secondly, what you can do is just be prepared. Make sure that the agent that you're working with, and what I'm seeing in the agents that I'm working with and all my sellers, I'm letting everybody know. Hey, even buyers, listen, this is what to expect. Don't think that it's going to be a new house if it's not new construction. And if you're a seller, just understand that they're going to request everything. I'm seeing a lot more attorneys putting out, even though they're selling properties as is, or just, you're taking it for what it is, they're coming in with a list of questions, a list of not just questions, but a list of requests. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought I sold this as is to you. Why are you coming to all this request? It's because we're in a liability, environment, right? No attorney doesn't want their clients to come back to them and say, hey, I'm going to come back to you and say that you didn't ask for this, so I'm going to sue you for that. So we're seeing a lot of that transpire. So one thing on the seller side, don't get freaked out if you see a whole list of things that are happening. I know it's, listen, if you do this not every day like me, it's easier said than done, and it's not my property. I get that, right? So you have different emotions tied to a sale. There's more money on the line. You do this only once every, 5, 10, 15 years. I get that, but just understand that it's not the end all make or break. Sometimes they're just looking for information. A lot of times, and that, if something's not working properly, let them know it is working properly because you didn't do this or this, right? And then on the buy side, just make sure that you understand going into it that nothing is going to be perfect. And there are going to be things that you're going to have to do, and it's part of the risk of owning a home. So with that, I'm very pleased to say that, we're having we had a record-breaking July. So that was great for us, and, we're very thankful to our clients that have trusted us in this process with everything that has transpired. And, we are continuing to help the market and doing everything that, that we can. And any questions that come up, feel free to text me, call me, email me, let me know what's going on. Happy to help where I can. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the week. Stay safe.